LDSH Plus Bilingual Podcast 罗高双语频道，
国际新鲜事，校园大小事，这里都有 Plus。
From breaking news to students' view, it's all here at LDSH Plus.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Carol. Let's hit play and start the show. Today, we will talk about something very important, the US-China trade war.
You might have heard about it in the news, but what does it mean? Why did it start, and how does it affect people like us?
Let's go back to 2018. That's when US President Trump said China was stealing American technology and business secrets. He also said China's trade practices were unfair.
So what did the US do?
They started putting tariffs, or special taxes, on Chinese goods. 大约是台币600亿的关税。
Oh, I had heard about it, but China didn't stay quiet. They answered back with their own tariff on American products.
That's right. This back and forth kept going. It's like a trade fight. You tax my stuff, I will tax yours too. And that's why we call it a trade war. No guns, just money and goods.
They are saying, why fight with hands when we can fight with strategy? And honestly, I kind of feel the same way. And after hearing all that back and forth between the US and China, you might wonder, why should we care about tariffs?
Yeah, like how does the whole trade war even affect us?
Well, in fact, tariffs change a lot of things in our life, even though we don't pay too much attention to them.
First, things get more expensive. Phones, laptops, snacks, clothes. If they come from countries in a trade war, prices go up.
Second, family budgets. If your parents work in farming, factories, or trade, they might earn less or face more pressure.
That could mean fewer cram classes, cutting fun stuff like school trips, or just saving more at home.
Third, our future. Trade wars can change which job will grow or disappear. That affect what we might do one day. Technology, business, even international work.
So tariffs aren't just big news headlines. They're real and they affect our daily lives.
Understanding this stuff helps us be smarter, more global-minded students.
So next time you hear tariffs, don't just pass it. Think about how they might affect your wallet, your classroom, or your dream job.
But what about Taiwan?
Good questions. Taiwan's in a special spot. We're not China, but we trade a lot with China. So when the US trades tariffs on Chinese goods, some Taiwanese companies making stuff in China also got hit.
That sounds bad for Taiwan's economy, but actually, it wasn't all bad. There were also new opportunities.
Right. Some US companies wanted to avoid China, so they looked for new partners, like Taiwan. We even became part of the China Plus One strategy. That means business kept some work in China, but moved other parts to places like Taiwan or Southeast Asia.
That helped us get more orders, especially in tech and electronics. Big tech companies started buying more chips, screens, and parts from Taiwan.
And some factories even moved back to Taiwan, creating new job chances, especially in places like Tainan, Taichung, and Hsinchu.
But there was still risk. Taiwan 很依赖出口, so if global trade slows down, we feel it too. That could mean fewer jobs, slower raises, or even factory cutting costs.
And let's not forget the daily stuff. Because of price hikes and uncertain trade, things like phones, laptops, imported snacks, or even bikes got more expensive or harder to find.
My cousin's family runs a small electronics shop, and they say some parts were delayed for weeks. Even their costs went up, so they had to raise prices, and customers were not happy.
Also, some businesses feel stuck in the middle. If they worked too closely with China, the US didn't trust them. If they picked the US, China might get mad.
So what did Taiwan do? We had to act smart, like encouraging factories to move back to Taiwan. That's called reshoring. And signing trade deals with other countries like New Zealand, India, and Singapore to stay strong.
And the government started supporting high technology industries like semiconductors, green energy, and biotech, hoping to make Taiwan harder to replace.
Wow, Taiwan is like playing chess with two giants. We may be small, but we had to think fast and play smart.
Exactly. In this trade war, it's not about fighting, it's about strategy. Brands, not bullets. So, what can we learn from all this?
Trade wars are not just about countries. They affect regular people, business, and even small economies like Taiwan.
It shows how connected the world is. One decision in Washington or Beijing can shake the entire global supply chain.
But they also remind us that smart strategy, quick thinking, and staying calm can make a big difference even in challenging situations.
Whether you're a big country or a small island, it's not always about who's stronger, but who's smarter.
Thanks for listening to our program today. We hope this gives you a clear picture of the US-China trade war and how it affects everyone.
Stay curious, stay informed.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Carol. 我们是 LDSH Plus.
Keep it fresh.
Keep it plus. See you next time on the plus side.